What's up, YouTube? We have a beautiful day here today in Southwest Michigan, and I figured why not get out and do a little bit of gold prospecting on Lake Michigan. So I got just the bare essentials here today with me. I got a small bucket, my banjo pan, and just a standard gold pan here. And I was just doing some testing, and in my first 3-finger pinch I did find a couple of specks already. So I'm gonna keep messing around and see if I can find a better spot, and then what I'm gonna do is fill this bucket up and go banjo pan it out over at the water. I've tried a few different areas, and seems like I'm not getting as much as I did the last time, but somebody had said that as the season gets later, that it seems like it gets harder and harder to find the gold. But I see a spot where somebody else had been digging, and it seems like there's some pretty good black sand over here. So I am going to try this out, and we're going to see if we've got some good gold coming out of this area. I haven't found any areas yet that are particularly better than any other areas, but I do notice in this particular area there seems to be some different color striations in the black sand, some like rusty looking layers to it. So I'm going to try a nice helping of that, and we're going to see what that looks like. Alright, so the pan that I took out of that area with the striations, that had about 5 decent little colors in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just get a little bit of material from this area, get it in this bucket, and we're going to try the banjo pan out and get some of this stuff reduced down. Now when it comes to beach sand, less is more, because the more you put in there and the more heavily concentrated that black sand is, the more you have to work to process it. So it's actually a lot easier to process this with smaller batches in your pan. So I'm just going to put tiny little scoop in at a time and start banjo panning out this half a bucket or so. Okay, we're down to about a third of the bucket or so left, and I just had to take a break because running that banjo pan is a lot of work, crouching down and doing all that movement in order to operate it. So I'm going to take a little rest, and then we'll get this bucket finished out, and we'll see how much gold we have. We have barely enough material to cover the bottom of that pan, so that's a pretty good reduction. Going to give a little bit of jet dry into there, and we're going to see what this looks like. I found a nice comfortable log to sit on so that I can do my panning in a more comfortable way. And so far so good. There is a bunch of really fine gold right over there. There's some really fine gold over there. I'm sure I've washed some back in the pan so far, but we're gonna get this cleaned up, and I think it's gonna be a nice little haul. It is just a beautiful day out today, and once I wrap up with this pan, I think I'm gonna get out and do a little bit of metal detecting, since I've been itching to do that all winter as well. Well, it's not focusing in all that well, but I've got about probably 75 pieces of color right over in there. So considering the amount of material that I ran, that is really good for Michigan. Not as good, I don't think, as the last time that I was out here, but still pretty respectable, and I'm pretty happy with that. It doesn't show up super well on the camera, but I tell you, out here with the naked eye, I can just, you can't miss it. It is just beautiful gold. So anyhow, I'm gonna probably clean this stuff up, because I'm sure I washed some back maybe on a miller table later on. I got a miller table that I'm gonna be trying out in one of my upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and consider becoming a subscriber to my channel. Thanks.